I just had some things that was on my mind. Had a couple of drinks and it made me have a deep thought. And made me think about relationship situations and how we get into situations that we do. And I came up with this perspective, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong, and I'm almost sure I'm not wrong. And a lot of times we get in a situation with, and I know I did, when it comes to our own personal insecurities, and I have ran into guys the same way. And I look at the Instagram model girls and the rappers and all different types of people. And we all have this image of who we supposed to be and who we should be to make us look good and to make us feel better. And a lot of times, a lot of these rappers, a lot of them didn't have much. A lot of some of them might have been nerds. They try to act like they was gangsters, and they might have been nerds. A lot of us women grew up with straight insecurities. We wasn't that popular girl in high school or the real cute girl in high school. So then once we get a certain age, we start feeling ourselves. A lot of us start getting surgery to make us feel better. And which, don't get me wrong, that's fine if that's what you want to do. And a lot of us start getting that type of woman or man to put in for that image that we want to portray. And a lot of times it ain't even love, it's obsession. They make me look good. They make me feel better. They give me this image to show off to everybody else. Look at this fine woman, this fine man that I have. Not really going into detail about how this person's really treating you. What this person has really got going on for themselves, or what has this person's mental ability is really going on with them mentally. So we have to portray this certain image, so we get these certain people to portray this image off to the world. And little does that, it really, we think it's fulfilling us, but it really doesn't. And a lot of times it's hurting us because we're not getting the person that we need for the right reasons. You see what I'm saying? So what comes about, we getting people for our ego, to make us look good, to make us feel better, or we have all these insecurities, or we wasn't that type of person in high school or that popular person, so we got to get this man and woman on our arm to make us look like we that person, or we that guy, and knowing that person is giving us hell, taking us through hell. You see what I'm saying? Just for our ego or our low self-esteem. And we, for a while, we will go through anything and let them do anything to us, or then turn around and get a person just like the last person to do us the same way because they look good. They look that certain way. They bring that certain image, and I want to show everybody they look good on my arm. Yeah, this is what I got. Don't y'all wish I have it? Everybody don't know all the hell you're going through. Look at what I got on my arm, and this and this and that, and sometimes they might, you might get that certain person that drops down and give you fancy outfits, drop down big money or fancy car, but the mental abuse, sometimes the physical abuse, just for y'all to show off for everybody for ego, is the devil. I mean, is the devil, just because of our own personal insecurities. Instead of figuring ourselves out, loving ourselves personally, and knowing how we should be treated, knowing how you really want to be treated, instead of being abused just because they look good. And everybody go like, "Ooh, how'd you get them?" Because everything look good, like that car. Then you got to get that fancy car, knowing you going broke, can't even eat because you're paying that car payment. But it look good. Everybody think it look good. I got that house. It look good, knowing you can't even afford the heat in the house, or the electric bill. But that house look good. Everybody, it's the image. It's the image. Even with that man and woman, it's the image. And I just had to put that out there and let y'all know it's the image. Until you have certain love and respect for yourself and figure out what that inner something in you that you are lacking or you think you're lacking, that your ego was bruised or to make you feel like you that person, you're going to have all these extra issues until you figure it out. And you're not going to, once you figure it out, you ain't going to let not one man, woman, cat, dog, you don't care until they treat you right and respect you. Then that's when you're going to be like, that's the person for me. Because if they don't, I don't care if it could be that purse. Like Future said, are you going to cry in a Hyundai or you will cry in a Bentley? Nigga, I ain't going to cry either one. How about that? You see what I'm saying? So you got to have self-respect. So that's just something was just on my mind. I had to put it out there late night, having a couple of drinks. Had to get my sip on. But tell me what you think. But I'm about sure about that. And I done ran into a lot of men even tell me, oh, I think you look good on my arm. But they ain't even had no substance, really. But you think I should be supposed to be on your arm. And you can't go by how I look now, honey. Because this is relaxing. But when I get dialed up, baby, what? But anyway, y'all, I had to put that out there. And it just was on my mind heavily. And if it could help somebody, I wanted to help somebody. And so you guys, tell me what you think. Comment, like, subscribe. And you guys have a blessed one. But I had to really put it out there. All right. Good night, y'all.